Coach, it's one of those teeth-chatteringly cold and snowy December afternoons here at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Wait, that, wait, 20! Check, 59. Let's go, D. Hey, hold 66.
Brady now on first down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Yellow, I'm the blue ladies. 50.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike Yellow, 180.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal at the Patriots' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
I'm here all day.
Throwing now is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's third and goal.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Noah Spence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Regular.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Mahomes now to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Yellow. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Yellow. Let's go, Blue Lady. 54. I got it. Tighten up. Yellow.
Wahoo.
Yellow.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Mike, I don't need to.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you, you got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Brady And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. But now it'll be third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check, 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 check.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Wait, set. Wait,
56. All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Now let's get there.
shadow.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Michelle. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Draw play. Ingram now. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there and a first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you got to deliver the ball on.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Attack!
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
6-man. Check curls.
Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Williams. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
From the gun, Brady. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mahomes firing complete. He's got a first down past the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Mahomes now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Hey, watch that, watch that. Watch that. 54.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. 3rd down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
They've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Well, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now Brady. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Free to throw again. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something to see.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Second down.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Mahomes going to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
I got you.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brady, 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Brady now going to leave it with Michel on the draw. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Again, it's Michel. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Push him back.
Hey, 66.
To throw on third down, Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Come on.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, 3rd quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. This one complete to Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Brady. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On 2nd down, Ingram. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Brady now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Just like that. Check 43.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing is Brady on third down. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Yellow. There's a little lady.
Me and you won't get it. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Color.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
I don't need to.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Trying to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
The Chiefs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking deep here for Ebron. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fancy footwork at the 45. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Brady going to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Brady. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 17 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
27, Patriots 22.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Patriots 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Again, it's Williams. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow. Right.
54. I know he ain't got it.
They'll run it with Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Kansas City, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.